Tonight, masked Iranian soldiers board a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz as President Trump orders the US Navy to shoot and kill Iranian ships attempting to lay mines.
President Trump has told me that if Keir Starmer doesn't change his policies, he doesn't have a chance, but that King Charles could help repair relations with the UK.
President Trump has ordered the US Navy to shoot and kill Iranian ships laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz as the standoff continues there. Donald Trump says the US now has total control over the straits. Today, our North America editor, Sarah Smith, rang the president on his mobile phone to see if he'd talked to her about the Iran war, as well as about King Charles's upcoming state visit to Washington, and Donald Trump answered. We're not allowed to play you the actual phone call, but Sarah will now tell you what he said.
Donald Trump has been highly critical of Sir Keir Starmer recently. Their previously warm relationship ruptured by the war in Iran. Good morning, Mr. President. It's Sarah Smith from the BBC here. Today I asked the President what he meant in a recent social media post in which he said Keir Starmer still had time to recover. The President replied, "If he opened the North Sea and if his immigration policies became strong, which right now they're not, he can recover. But if he doesn't, I don't think he has a chance."
Well, look, I'm the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and I make my decisions based on what's in the British national interests, and not what other people say or do. I'm here to serve the British people, always to have their interests and to make sure that I make the right decisions for them. That is why I took the decision that we would not be dragged into the war in Iran.
The phrase special relationship.
King Charles will visit Washington next week. Might that trip help repair the currently difficult relationship with the UK, I asked. President Trump said, "Absolutely. He's fantastic. He's a fantastic man." Absolutely, the answer is yes. I know him well. I've known him for years. He's a brave man and he's a great man.
Vessel Majestic X, we intend to conduct...
The US Defense Department has released these pictures of the American military stopping a tanker ship it said was transporting oil from Iran. US forces can be seen descending from a helicopter and boarding the ship. Mr. Trump says he's also ordered the US Navy to shoot to kill any Iranian boats laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. Sounding remarkably optimistic about the progress of the conflict, President Trump told me, "The other side is dying to make a deal, so whatever I'm saying or whatever I'm doing, it seems to be working very well." Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has also released video of what it claims to be its forces seizing 2 commercial vessels in the Strait of Hormuz on Wednesday. Masked fighters can be seen speeding towards the container ship and climbing up the hull. Both sides are intercepting international shipping despite the extended ceasefire. President Trump clearly remains angry that the UK did not offer more assistance with his war on Iran. He told me he didn't need help from the UK, but it should have been there, and it was a test to see if the country would get involved. A test he clearly thinks the UK failed. In order to speak to the President, I simply rang him on his mobile, which he answered himself with nothing more than a very gruff hello. He was very happy to talk about the upcoming royal visit. He is clearly entranced by the idea of hosting the King and the Queen at the White House. And he had plenty to say about what he thinks Keir Starmer is getting wrong in the United Kingdom, beyond just his disappointment that he wasn't offered more support with the war in Iran. But on that, his claim that Iran is dying to do a deal with the US, well, that is optimistic to say the very least, but it is not unusual for Donald Trump to make pretty bombastic claims about just how well he thinks the war is going for the United States.